Oh my God, a spin? You're crazy. Welcome back to Build a Bra with Knix Teen. I'm so excited. Last week we got all the things we needed. So we got our fabric, our trim, and then this week we're gonna be putting everything together. What's our next step?
So our next step in building the bra is to make a pattern.
So what exactly is a pattern?
So a pattern is going to be our guide to creating the bra. So it's kind of like an outline of the silhouette of the bra. And we're going to use that then out of paper. We're going to trace that onto our fabric to make the bra.
Okay, so even though the bra is going to be sitting away from our body, kind of like hugging the chest, we're going to make that flat.
Flat, yes.
Okay.
Our paper pattern first.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
Okay, so we have our croquette design. Croquis. Where we're just freehanding, or what's our strategy?
So we want to make the pattern, and the best place to start is to get a bra that you either have in your wardrobe, or you could get a secondhand one from Goodwill. And we want to find something that is easy to trace, and it has the same materials that you've bought. So a knit fabric, something like with an elastic underband, something that's similar to the style that you want to create. So step 2 is pinning the bra. So you want to pin the bra down as flat as it can be. And you want to, technically we're going to be tracing the outline of this triangular shape, the body of your bra. So you can either pin it to the paper, or you can use cans, you can use some kind of weight to weight the fabric down. If you have a delicate fabric and you don't want to ruin the bra, and you don't want to pierce it with the pins, this is a good option. Yeah, so the best way to do it first is to start on one edge of the bra.
Okay.
So yeah, we can pin it down.
I'm gonna let you start. I'm feeling a little apprehensive here.
So you just want to pin it to paper. And we have this great pattern paper, but you can use any kind of paper.
Like a craft paper.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be craft. It could just be even like
newspaper?
8.5, yeah, or 8.5 by 11, like white paper.
I'll do the can method because I feel like that's in my wheelhouse. Did it.
So what you want to do is pin around the whole edge of the bra. And this bra has a dart in it, so we want to go pinning up to that dart.
And when you say dart, are you talking about like where the elastic meets the band, or?
So a dart is used to take out fullness. So in a bra, from the underband to the point, the high point in the breast, there's more shaping. So there's more fullness in the bust, and we have to take it out to make it smaller underneath the underband. So you can either do it by a dart, which would take out some of the material, or you can do it by gathers, and you would have kind of a gathered effect.
Gotta make room for the boobs. It's a bra, everybody. It's a bra.
So we are going to now trace out our bra because we have it pinned down.
Okay.
So you just want to trace out the edge here. And we're going to do this in steps because we can't trace out this edge right here because we need to trace these parts first. And now we've come to the dart.
Okay.
So we're gonna make a line up here showing where the dart starts.
Okay, awesome.
And now that we've traced out this part of the bra, we're gonna now pin this other side, keeping the pins tacked where the dart is. We're gonna unpin this, and actually we're gonna leave that pin. We're gonna try not to move this too much. And now we've pinned out the other side of the bra. Now we're just gonna do the exact same as we did on the first side. And again, coming up to where the dart leg is. And now for the dart, we're going to mark the tip of the dart.
Okay. So like kind of where it ends in the bra?
Yes.
Awesome.
So kind of just pull this back and we can mark right there. And that's kind of where the seam goes up.
Awesome.
Perfect.
And that's our tracing done?
Yeah, so now we can just remove the pins. And we can add seam allowance.
So what is seam allowance exactly?
So seam allowance is the area from the edge of the stitching to the edge of your final cut pattern. So we like to add about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance for knit fabrics.
Okay.
And right now we only need to add the seam allowance to this bottom edge to sew it to our elastic band.
Okay, awesome.
And because we're finishing these edges with our fold over elastic, we don't need a seam allowance because we're not using any of this fabric to be folded over. We're adding another layer on top. And this is our stitch line. We want to add 1/4 of an inch seam allowance here. And skip the dart for now. There you go. So you have a seam allowance on the bottom edge. This is the end of the dart. Just make a circle around it. You're kind of highlighting that dart.
Little bullseye.
And yes, and this is the top of the bra. So now we can just cut out on this edge because this is our final edge for the bra. And we'll leave the dart and this bottom edge for now. It's easier to do once it's all cut out. So now that we've cut out the edge of our bra, we're now gonna figure out the dart gathering. So this is kind of where we are right now.
Okay.
We need to match this line up to this line. We want to measure that this line right here is gonna be exactly the same as that line.
For length?
For length,
Okay,
yeah, it
cool.
has to be the same. So right now we're about 3 3/8 of an inch and 3 3/8 of an inch down here. So we're
Nailed
good.
it.
Yeah. So now what we want to do is we want to fold this line,
Okay.
pinch it up to the top of the edge of the dart,
Okay.
and fold it over onto that line, making sure that the ends of the dart are meeting together.
Okay.
And you kind of just want to follow that line up until the end of the dart. So you are going to notice that your pattern is going to start to crease and to fold, which is great because you are creating volume here but taking it out here.
Yeah, you can really see how it goes from like a 2D shape to like the cup of a bra. You can see that that's really starting to become a bra.
Right. So now what we want to do is keep that shut there. You can even tape it down.
Okay.
And just keep it right there.
Okay.
And then what we want to do now is we want to cut across this bottom edge, just finishing up the pattern while the dart is tucked under there. And what you want to do is actually tuck that dart towards the side of you.
Just so it's kind of sitting towards your armpit.
Towards your armpit, yeah,
Okay.
towards the back of you. So now we're cutting on our seam allowance, and we just follow that line across. There we go.
Nice.
So now we've created our dart. Now we just want to take our scissors and cut up right here. And we want to mark the end of the dart right here. I like to use a push pin and kind of make a little circle. Great, so we're on step 3 now. We have our finished pattern piece and we want to lay it on our fabric and cut this out. So I've actually included a grain line, and this is following the center front of your body. So you can kind of follow that off of your bra that you've traced. And you want to mark this because you want to match this up to the selvage or the raw edge of the fabric. So this will help with your bra not shifting and not moving around after wash. I actually like to use a can to weigh out my pattern piece. So do you mind passing me a can?
A can for your can,
can for
bra.
Thank you. So there we have it. We've kind of just laid out our can on top of our pattern. You could also pin, but I like to just weigh it out. And now you can either trace the pattern or just freestyle cut it. Okay. So you can use a chalk to just kind of chalk this out. And now you want to mark the dart legs. So where you've kind of made that notch in the pattern, you kind of just want to draw over and just make sure that's transferred onto your fabric. And now just carefully shift this up so you can draw in where your dart ends. Perfect.
Awesome.
So now you just either keep this weighed out or you can remove this and just cut around the edge here. So another thing that's important is to actually line up the face side of the fabric together, and you want to cut 2 layers at a time. And now we just want to cut up a little tiny bit where your dart is, maybe 1/8 of an inch. And then where the end of the dart is, just stick a pin straight through to the other side and mark that. There you go. So you want to do this again with your pattern piece to make the other side of the bra. So we're making the outside body piece of the fabric of the bra, and then we're also making a lining.
Okay, great. So it's gonna be 2 fabrics for each cup.
Yes. So now we have our cups cut out. Now we're just gonna figure out how to do the band. And that's actually pretty easy. So we're gonna take our elastic that we bought and we're gonna line it up to the edge of our bra and just follow it down. And we're just gonna cut it at the end here.
That was easy.
Yeah. And so you can use the same technique to do the straps. You just follow around your straps and cut.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow, we learned so much this episode. We learned we need to find a bra similar to what we're trying to make, and that we're gonna trace it out on a paper, and then we're gonna use that paper tracing to cut out our fabric and then also cut out our trimmings.
Yes.
Wow, that was awesome. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Next episode, we're gonna be putting our pieces together and actually sewing, so you aren't gonna wanna miss it. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you then.
What? How'd you do that?